can continue the discussion, and we were discussing about the vaccines and also what could be the how we can. There's the recent discussion that we are taking the booster doses and is the importance of all those booster doses, and you have clearly mentioned that that is to improve the immunity against the virus. So that's also very important, and that's also the concern of so many people, that why we are taking so many doses. And as you have mentioned, this is the RNA virus, so RNA virus also mutate a lot. So that could be, I think you can better explain to this. So that's why we are using the multiple booster doses. So in one of the vaccine that we take, that is through IV. So what is the role of that vaccine? So mostly we take the vaccine that is the oral polio vaccine, and one dose of that vaccine is intravenous. So what is the role of that vaccine in our body?
Yeah. So actually the difference between oral vaccine and this injectable vaccine. So injectable vaccine go in the blood, and immune system mostly produce these antibodies which stay in the blood and keep circulating everywhere in the body.
Right.
So but this is not very effective. The reason is that because polio virus grow in the intestine mostly, and mostly viral load is intestine, and although blood go there, but intensity of that immune response is not that high there, and virus keep growing. But the benefits of oral vaccine is that because it go through our oral digestive system, and intestine actually this virus, weak virus, actually it create local immunity, and that local immunity stay there, mostly these mucosal cells. So and then whenever there is active virus, so response will be more robust and strong. So that's the difference, and that's the reason mostly oral based vaccines are using in countries like Pakistan, because it has endemic. So but countries like, for example, US and Europe and other countries where they eradicated this polio, so they are actually, if they have to go, they only go for this injectable.
Right. Yeah. So, and lastly, we were also discussing that what kind of research work is going on in Pakistan, and what more efforts we should put, especially in the area of research for the polio eradication.
Yeah. So I was actually giving an example. I recently saw one study from Denmark, some Danish virologists, and I was shocked, honestly. They mentioned actually in this study proved that there could be some genetic reasons where this vaccines don't work.
Right.
And but actually such studies should be done in Pakistan. So because Pakistan is the country where we have this polio issue. So but unfortunately there is no any research ongoing locally in Pakistan where they can take the samples from these people who got polio, and also some people who might get severe symptoms, like where they get infection of brain and spinal cord. So and we should check their genetic makeup to know if there is any because of this genetic reason. So a lot of people are not responding to this vaccine. So yes, unfortunately there is no any research ongoing locally in Pakistan. It's a very important for Pakistani scientists or institutions who fund. They should fund some locally Pakistan-based research, and yes, they can isolate local strains, and they can also take samples from local patients, and then they can do study. These days research is very advanced. Like for example, if you want to know if there is any mutation reason, like for example genetic reason, we can do this DNA sequencing or whole exome sequencing, and from this polio patients, and it will be very easy for us to know if there is issue of genetics. So but it is only possible if research is local based, where you can get thousands of patients honestly. Although active, sometimes we get very little amount of patients, but that's only who come to maybe clinics and they diagnose, but there might be a lot of patients who even never suspected they have active polio.
Yeah. So what do you think, how important it is right now to eradicate polio from Pakistan? There is also a side question that's also very important. So common person mostly asks that Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they are pouring millions of dollars for the this vaccine campaign. Why they are not investing in other things like this? So many other issues in Pakistan, and they are pouring a lot of money for for this polio campaign. And this is like one thing that I would like that you should answer. Another is like how important it is right now that we should eradicate polio from Pakistan.
My understanding is this Bill Gates Foundation or any other charitable organization contribution of money is like more political, like in a way where WHO or UNO request them to fund the funding. Like when they started this program, like polio eradication program, like in 1988 or like 2008. So their budget was only like a $1 billion. But lately, when these foundation involved, their budget increased to $30 billion. So I think their mostly purpose is just for the betterness, because it's a great achievement for WHO or UNO that we eradicated another disease from all over the world. Because if there is disease, for example, if it stay in Pakistan, when Pakistani people will travel to US or Europe or anywhere, they will be carrier.
Right.
So it can spread again. So it means there's always same like COVID. What happened? Actually, it came from China. It spread all over the world within days. The reason is that because people are connected, and if there is active infection, it can spread very quickly. Particularly that nations which are not caring and thinking, oh, they completely eradicated that virus. So I think this is their genuine plan to eradicate this. It will be kind of victory. After I think smallpox, we also eradicated polio. So second question, like regarding eradication again. So I would recommend one thing. Yes, people should do immunization, go for it. Second, also there should be like campaign for good health, particularly the areas which are like where proper no clean water and people are not getting balanced diet. And third thing, also mostly government should start some programs to give like privilege or help to malnutritionists, like this communities mostly in remote area where mothers should also have balanced diet. So they should have strong immune system. Newborn will have strong immune system. So yeah, there should be like vast areas we should cover if we really want to eradicate it. Not only just rely on vaccine. And also, so I noticed that it's not very very common to go for diagnostic test of polio. So maybe there should be some initiative. So self-testing kits. So very cheap, like and they should easily available to everyone, no matter even in villages and remote areas. So people can keep testing, to them, their kids. So, and if they have active infection, they should quickly go for treatment. So this is another way. Yeah.
So excellent. So lastly, I think because we have spent a lot of time on this topic, and I think we can't cover it. There are so many aspects of this topic, and we can like talk for hours and hours on different aspects, especially awareness part, and also some of the myths and misconceptions about the polio. So lastly, I would like to know from you that what being a virologist, what do you think, how much time it will take that we can eradicate this, like knowing the current scenario in Pakistan and the campaign we have launched. So what do you think, how much time, being a virologist, what do you think, how much time it will take? Can we do it before 2030?
Being a virologist and also very much interested in immunologist, so I would say healthy society will be very helpful to eradicate any type of virus. So the reason these developed countries eradicated because they are healthy societies, and the reason this endemic keep coming back, you see, like it came in Africa, so a few years back. So the reason because people are not healthy there, they don't have a proper nutrition for their for physical health, for immune system. So the best way to treat with any disease, no matter it's virus, no matter it's cancer, is that healthy society. So that's my message.
Yeah, so I think this is like important that you also have given the message. So we, at the end of each program, we ask our host that give a message. about this campaign and about like what do you think. But before this, I would like to share with you that I really appreciate the massive campaign launched by the government. Recently, we have seen like whenever you travel from home, on the roadside there is a like polio campaign messages everywhere. They are there on social media, they are there on radio, they are there on TV network. So whenever like and wherever we go, yesterday we were like we had the polio drops for our kids at home, and then we went to one of the park in Islamabad, and there was a team there at the gate, and they were checking all the kids, have you like taken the vaccine or not. And not only there, and then we went to one of the mall in Islamabad, and the team was also there so they were also checking. So this is like very important, as you mentioned in the start, that there is a need of an effective vaccination campaign, and every kid should be vaccinated so we can truly prevent this infection in our country. So summarizing what Dr. Musarat has just told about the polio eradication in Pakistan, his message is very clear, and that is for the healthy nation, we should be we should have the healthy kids, and for having the healthy kids, we should put more emphasis on the balanced diet. That's very very important. About the like good bacteria that should be there in their body so they can have a better immunity, and balanced nutrition, they are very very important. Besides that, we should follow the good hygiene practices that are also very very important in our country if we have to truly eradicate. And if we go further, so those are the first step that we should take to eradicate the virus from our country. And with that, we can strengthen the program with a massive campaign, with awareness, and everybody should like step forward. We should bust the misconceptions about the vaccine. As Dr. Musarat has just mentioned, that vaccine is safe. He also like very rightly and clearly mentioned that what kind of vaccine we are using in Pakistan, which is very like safe and effective. So I think we can eradicate the disease by a proper awareness campaign and a proper vaccination program. With this, I thank you very much, Dr. Musarat Ishaq, for joining for this very important topic, and we will continue the discussion on other important topics. Thank you very much.
Thank you.